Make 15% more concrete from every bag. The Gardener is brought to you by PPC.
If it's practical gardening ideas you're looking for and some solutions for those really hard areas in your garden, then you're in the right place. Hi, I'm Tanya Visser, editor of The Gardener magazine, and welcome to a brand new episode of The Gardener. Today we're going to show you some practical ideas how you can overcome gardening under trees. Show you what plants you can use and how to keep them happy. Then we create a funky pathway that provides access to the shaded garden. The path has got a twist, and I can't tell you all about it right now. You're going to have to stay right where you are so that we can reveal it all to you. In many established gardens, we often have the problem of big trees, just like where I am. Huge, huge trees, which means lots of shade. And people often find that really challenging because you get two different types of soil that is under the shade trees. Either you're going to get dry shade or wet shade. Both of them prove equally quite challenging in order to plant and to maintain them because, of course, this is part of your garden. You want to make it so that you can wander through here instead of just leaving it to the trees. Today I'm working in an area that is in deep shade. Firstly, though, I'd like to put a pathway in that will give me access to the area, and then we finish off the garden with some plants that will do well in this setting. I know that you guys are always really excited to see what plants we're going to be putting in. But you know, one big mistake that we often make is we get so excited about our new gardens, we rush out, buy the plants, put them in, and then you think, well, maybe I should have put a pathway here, or maybe I need some steps. So you end up working around your garden plants, and invariably 9 times out of 10, you're going to mess them up. So first rule is always do your hard landscaping first. What it really means is put down all the bits that are not going to grow. That's just a general rule. So our hard landscaping is going to be our path. It's going to come from yonder and it's going to walk us way through under these gorgeous trees. And the way we need to start is as follows. I'm looking for George of the jungle. I don't know where he is.
He's on his way.
Garth.
That's Tanya.
Rightio. Folks, to start off this, we're going to show you a very simple way to put this down, and really it is dead easy. All you're going to need is a few strips of masonite. These are approximately 15 to 20 centimeters in width. And I know exactly where I want the path to go. So all we do on the ground is put that down, put down our masonite, because remember, this is going to form the edging of our pathway that we're going to be using. We're going to be putting one on this side, one on the other side, and then we're going to be throwing our mix in the middle. So that holds it all together, stops it from kind of slopping all over. Once you've got your masonite in place, then we've got our pegs. Garth, I think let's come along here.
Okay.
I'm happy with that. So we pop the first guy in. There's the baby. We pop one in here. So you're literally putting them almost diagonally opposite each other. Garth, we probably need one over there just for a bit of support. So it looks great. Right, Garth, our first one is in. Folks, now we need to put the second one in because we're creating the pathway, and that's going to hold it all, create our framework that we're going to work in the middle of. Right, folks, once we've got our two edges in, which are going to hold our mixture once we put it in here, we've got to have a start and a finish of our pathway. All you do is take a piece of timber, put that across the edge, just like that. Same principle, put the pegs in to keep it in place. Right, now we're good to go, done all our prep. So now all we've got to do is get our concrete mixture ready to put inside our framework. For making our concrete path today, it's a very simple ratio that we're following. It's 2 parts of river sand, 1 part of stone, and 1 part cement. If you're using buckets to do your formula, 1 wheelbarrow load of concrete mix is not going to do your 5-meter pathway. But here's your measure. This is what you're going to use. On average, one wheelbarrow load of concrete mixture is going to do about 1.5 meters of your pathway that is about 50 millimeters thick. Oh, Garth, this is great.
Yes, nice and runny. It's just what we're looking for.
Absolutely. Now, this is your runny yogurt. This is not your Greek yogurt that we talk about, the extra thick stuff. This is kind of runny. Take a look at that. That's what we want. Because we are not creating the level first. You notice that when we put our edging in, we just simply took the contour of the land that we were working with. So, nice and runny, that's what we want. From here, we take our wheelbarrow and bang it straight in to our boxing. Right, here comes George of the jungle with our concrete mixture. Right, Garth, before you tip,
Yeah, bro.
let's just tell the folks. Remember, we're starting from our end point.
Ready,
Ooh la
mix,
la.
here it comes.
Go for it, go for it, go for it. Thanks, Garth. Lovely stuff. Once your concrete mixture's in, all you do is you push it, feel its way in, and notice how, because it's a nice runny mixture, do you see how it's already just taking its levels? Using your float or your trowel, you then just start working it in. Once you've done that, it's got its levels, take a wooden float and you can then start working it in just to get it nice and smooth. Now that you've got your mixture on either side, holding your boards, pushing them to the outside of this peg, all you do now is remove this peg. So just pop them out. There we go. And then push your mixture into there. Bob's your uncle. And now it's just a matter of getting more of our concrete mixture to whack into our pathway, and then we'll show you the other tricks. Looking awesome. Do you see how easy that is? Now that we've done that, all we're going to do is leave it to just settle a little bit. But we've got the best part ahead of us. We're going to go and pick some leaves in the garden. We're going to pick them and we're going to show you how to use them in this, just to give your pathway the edge. Next up, we finish off the pathway and discuss the plants that I'll be using in this area.